bent in a cave. Trying to make sure it doesn't shoot
you doing
out.
coke? You got postnasal drip? You doing coke in the breaks? Or
I mean, just a little bit.
He's getting prepped for the
It's
get
Friday.
down. Yeah, a little.
Just a little bit.
The
Can't eat
purple M&Ms anymore.
Well, it was a Nerds. I was going to have some Nerds, but those are covered in fentanyl.
They're covered in fentanyl.
So just got to do some coke.
The Bill Squire Friday Get Down is mere minutes away. It's how we know. We don't need a clock in here. I mean, we've got them, but we don't need them.
We don't need them.
It's, you know how the weekend gets underway with the Get Down. And it's brought to you by Cleveland Whiskey, who is getting ready to drop their Christmas whiskey ahead of time. Christmas bourbon.
Yeah, they usually don't drop it on Christmas Day.
I would think that might cut into their pre-sales if that were the case. Cleveland Whiskey Christmas bourbon is on store shelves now. You could make yourself hot toddies for Halloween. You know, a couple of years ago in the neighborhood, it was during COVID, obviously, when everybody was on their driveway because kids weren't going up to the door. So everybody was on their driveway. We had like a fire going in the Solo stove, and we had some Cleveland Whiskey hot toddies going. It was
nice.
so
I
good.
bet the kids loved those.
Oh, she loved it. She was asleep in 10 minutes. Missed all the trick-or-treating. Yeah. So that is on store shelves now, but when it's gone, it's gone. So just FYI if you're a fan of the Cleveland Whiskey Christmas bourbon. Tomorrow, the Guardians will play Game 2 of hopefully 2 against the Rays. They beat them today, 2-1. In the first game of the Wild Card Series. 12:07 tomorrow. If they do end up having to play on Sunday, that's going to be a 4:07 game. And then they start up, would it be Monday? Tuesday against the Yankees. Who are the Yankees playing? Have they already won theirs?
The Yankees have a bye. The top two seeds get a bye. So it's the Astros and Yankees get a bye until the ALDS.
I see. Okay.
Those are best of 5, I believe, and then best of 7 for
the World Series.
For the ALCS and NLCS, and then best of 7 for the World Series.
Okay.
I think the ALDS is still best of 5. They'd be changing things around.
Sure. Speaking of which, well, I was thinking of Milwaukee. Did you read about the guy who said he didn't like Norm Macdonald, and then people have been trolling him for like 2 years now? He keeps getting swatted, which I don't quite understand. Everybody knows what this is by now. It's when somebody calls, back in the day, you would just order a bunch of pizzas to be delivered to somebody's house, and that was the height of the prank. Now they'll call the whole SWAT team on your house.
People have been killed.
Yes, and I don't understand anything about when that happens. There has to be some, before you gather the SWAT team and unleash them on someone's house, there has to be information beyond, we got a note from somebody that this guy's dealing drugs. I don't understand the swatting at all. I don't understand how there's no clarification or confirmation at all that what a random person says is going on somewhere is in fact going on. A guy named Patrick Tomlinson and his wife live in Milwaukee. And the SWAT team has come to their house 6 times in 2 years, which I think would probably put you on edge a little bit. It doesn't sound like it's happening every week, but 6 times in 2 years, that's a lot. I wouldn't want that. And he says it's all because he had the temerity to say that, I think he posted maybe something political. I'm sure that's what got everybody riled up. But that he said he's a science fiction writer, and he lives in Milwaukee. And he tweeted 4 years ago that he never thought Norm Macdonald was funny, and people could not handle that. And so he and his girlfriend or wife have been getting constantly swatted. The SWAT team showing up to their house. I would love for somebody in law enforcement to give me hip to how this works. I know local law enforcement in every city now is fully militarized, so if you have the toys, you want to use them. But you still have to, it's a lot of resources. You got to get the guys together, and, I don't know if they're sitting around waiting to kick ass, or I don't know what. But it seems to me that it's not as easy as sending a note or an email or a phone call, and you'd get the SWAT team to somebody's house.
And they came in here with a ballistic shield, full body armor, assault rifles. I mean, that's not something that I can defend against.
Milwaukee's SWAT team, a regular visitor to their East Side home, but they have done nothing wrong. How a tweet unleashed the fury of cyberstalkers. That's our big story tonight at 10. Now imagine being in your home when the police bang on your door, guns drawn, all because someone else made a bogus 911 call.
This was the scene. A Milwaukee couple says that's happened to them not once or twice, but 6 times in the last.
They have like an OSHA calendar on their door that they hand wrote on a whiteboard that says how many days since this place has been swatted by the Milwaukee PD.
Last 2 years, they are frustrated. Fox 6's Ashley Sears is live and explains the couple says this all stems from cyberstalking.
Yeah, Mary, Patrick Tomlinson is a science fiction author based in Milwaukee. Now, he's tweeted some strong political views critical of the far right, but he says this all goes back to something he tweeted in 2018.
It is unbelievably frustrating and offensive.
For the last few years, Patrick Tomlinson and Nikki Robinson haven't been able to live a normal life.
It never stops. This is all these people are.
Their lives terrorized by strangers from the internet. They say all stems from a tweet the sci-fi author made 4 years ago.
Back in September of 2018, I tweeted that I'd never personally found Norm Macdonald to be funny.
For the last 2 years, people have made false 911 calls, drawing Milwaukee police to their East Side home.
I mean, he is a sci-fi writer, so maybe he's envisioning a world in which Norm is not funny. I mean, if you believe in the alternate worlds theory, that world exists. There's another world where Norm is still alive. I like, though, that he goes, oh, no, this isn't because of the political comments I made online. This is because I said Norm isn't funny.
Had a very angry banging at the door.
It started in May of 2020 and escalated this summer with 4 incidents in the last 2.5.
Jesus, May of 2020, first time it happened, they probably felt like the COVID police. You know, remember everybody was on edge at the very beginning of COVID? Like you didn't know what the hell was happening.
That's why we had those badges in case they stopped us because we were essential personnel.
That's right.
We'd be like, oh,
yeah,
my boss made this.
Yeah, I'm with FEMA. This won't get me in trouble.
Half months.
It's a way to try and trick the police into being your executioners.
The most recent happened
trick
Saturday
the police.
Evening.
It was at least like 4 guns and the ballistic shield like pointed at me.
Robinson was home alone at the time.
And I came down the stairs with my hands up. I think I was going, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Police have always left without anyone being injured, but the couple worries it won't always be that way. They're not only frustrated with the people doing this, but the police responding. A couple trying to get their lives back without anyone getting hurt.
I just don't know how there has to be some kind of gatekeeping between 911 call and the SWAT team at your house.
For whatever reason.
Kicking in the door.
Yeah.
There has to be.
This swatting thing is pretty common.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I know, and I think it's crazy that they go through with it so many times.
If somebody calls 911 and goes, hey, there's a house. Not only that, you would think after the first couple of times, the SWAT team would go, this is this house.
Yeah.
This is the Robinson house.
Like, but we want to use our stuff.
Oh, we've got these ballistic shields. They're so fun. They're fun.
I think it's the cops calling in the SWATs. They're like, hey, we gotta go get that guy again, because they like using the SWAT stuff.
Hey guys, listen, there is a hostage situation at 2532 Periwinkle Lane.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Isn't that the old Robin? Isn't that the... No, that's not the... No. I'm pretty sure. Listen, I've already got the shields all loaded up, and so if you guys just want to come along...
I mean, I got nothing else to do.
Okay, cool. We've gone there a bunch of times before, and nothing's happened.
Which is exactly why I think this time something is going to happen.
I think we're going to catch them. Yeah, we need to really look into this. Is there any kind of diligence we have to do or anything?
I mean,
I don't think so, right? I mean, we'll just go over there.
we got the shields, right?
Yeah, we'll kick in the door. I mean, we'll
Yeah.
be fine. We've got the shields, so we'll be fine.
We'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
What else is there to worry about?
Yeah, cool. Okay, well, suit up and I'll meet you there.
All right.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, what a good time.
Cops.
But, you know, here's a text. Norm Macdonald would think very little of you fags. I don't even know what that means. Somebody one time used Cameo. They booked Norm on a Cameo to record a message about the guy. And Norm didn't know what was going on with the swatters. His friends just had him record a message for that dude.
Hey, this is Norm MacDonald here, and this is a message for all of Patrick's friends. I want you to stop picking on your friend Pat. After all, and I quote, his only crime was that he didn't find Norm MacDonald funny. Wait a minute here. I'm Norm MacDonald. And I am funny. Please continue insulting that fat loser.
See, did the old switcheroo.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second. That guy didn't think I'm funny.
And by the way, if Norm Macdonald felt that way about me, I'd just be happy he knew who I was.
Of course. Norm Macdonald has an opinion on Alan Cox. I don't care what it is. I'll take all of it. Alan, I thought swatting started with online gamers. They would send SWAT team to their opponent's house. No, that's how it all started. I just still, to this day, don't understand how it's that easy.
I don't understand that either.
It's happened to celebrities and, 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, somebody broke into Kathy Griffin's house. Okay, we'll be right there. With a battle tank and,
helicopters.
Meanwhile, if you're like, hey, I'm actually being robbed right now, they're like,
we'll get there when we get there.
Right. We got a lot going on.
We're swatting someone who probably doesn't deserve it.
This is why they're trying to get they're trying to get those no-knock raids outlawed. The whole Breonna Taylor thing, and where they just bang into somebody's house. That doesn't look like what they're doing here. But again, I would think that after the second time you show up to this guy's house and his wife, they go, "Oh, this is somebody screwing with these guys." But it's happened 6 times. Maybe there's a lot of turnover in the SWAT department, and they don't know. Like, they don't leave a Post-it note for the next guy in. Hey, don't go to this house. They're just getting screwed with. Or the Post-it, they put it at the lower corner of the SWAT monitor, but then it fell off because the glue got all loose. And he goes, "Oh, I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. I can't read your writing, Frank. I wrote you a Post-it that said, don't SWAT this guy's house anymore." Oh, damn it. Now you tell me.
You got to treat every SWAT the same. We got to make sure they're all taken serious.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
Come on,
We're
man.
on our way to SWAT.
Didn't somebody tell me that, are we going to that guy's house again? I don't think we're supposed to be going to this guy's house. I wrote you guys a Post-it note.
Where'd you leave it?
I left it on your top of your lunch.
Oh, I didn't bring a lunch today. That must have been somebody else's lunch bag.
Oh, no. I put it right on top of the Tupperware.
Yeah, well, I didn't see it, so, I mean, we're pretty much here. So let's do the SWAT, and then next time we'll write it on the whiteboard.
That was your big ziti, right? I put it on. Said,
Like I said,
house.
I didn't bring lunch today.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I can't turn this around. I'm already pointed in the direction of their house.
Well,
I can't. How do I turn the helicopter around? I don't think I can.
I mean, turn the spotlight on. We got to, if we're going to put on the show, let's put on the show.
It's 2 in the afternoon.
It's still.
I don't need the spotlight.
For dramatic effect.
All right, do you have a laser pointer then? Can you at least?
No, I left that on your lunch too that you didn't bring. I wonder whose lunch that was. Now I'm hungry for ziti.
Well, let's wrap this up and then we'll get some ziti.
All right, let's land. We'll get some ziti. Weird story email somebody sent me. Longtime listener, still not a caller, but I'm a middle school teacher, and during class last week, I saw a group of kids giggling and making a little commotion. I went over to settle them down. but I saw them hiding stuff in their pockets.
Fentanyl.
It was fentanyl Skittles and Nerds. I told them to show me what it was, and to my surprise, it was Polaroids. Jesus, who has Polaroid? I guess like they sell like retro Polaroids that maybe the kids are into. This is middle school. 15 to 20 Polaroids of random feet.
Oh.
Scared that I caught them, they blurted out that it wasn't anything bad or they weren't making fun of anyone. They were just following a TikTok thing to put them on Feet Finder and possibly sell them.
TikTok's ruining people's lives.
Obviously not something that should be in school, but I was put in a precarious position because I had to pretend like I didn't know that people sell pictures of their feet while I was talking to my principal. Thanks, Mary. There you go. Do you know anything about this? No. Oh, my God. People sell pictures of their feet online? It's hard to keep up with these TikTok challenges. See, that to me is one of the more innocuous ones.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground seemingly for the TikTok challenges. It's either inhale cinnamon until you pass out and die, or, hey, paint your left toenail green and then walk around barefoot.
Or steal cars. Go steal some Kias.
Go steal a car, or take a little snippet of your hair and dye it blue. Deep, doop, doop.
Or try and write your name with your left hand. They're very.
Yeah.
You're right. They're either super innocent or incredibly dangerous.
See if you're ambidextrous, or fashion a parachute out of Kleenex and jump off the roof of your house.
Try and jump rope with your eyes closed, or threaten the president on video.
Yeah. It's the Buck Fiden TikTok challenge.
China gonna get us one way or another.
China, yeah, right?
It do be really extreme. It's just like, hey, why don't you park your hair at a different point today? Now, you got your Tim's, steal your mom's car and drive it to school.
Yep.
Like, it literally would be one extreme. That's how they get you. They get, oh, that's easy. That's cute.
The new TikTok challenge. It's either mix M&Ms and Skittles in a bowl or curb stomp your elderly neighbor.
Curb stomp.
Oh, Mom, oh my God, which TikTok challenge did my child do? Was it the Skittle one? Nope. Old Mr. Danforth is bloody and in the street.
This really
Wear
is
a pumpkin as a hat. Or perform an at-home abortion.
Oh, God. Oh, TikTok. You've brought out the best in us. How could we ever go backwards?
It really is like the South Park episode, except it wasn't Japan, it's China, where it was in Japan they had the Pokemon. It was the Chimpokemon.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, down with America, down with America's government. And then when the adults would be around, they were like, oh, Americans just have such nice penis. It's so large penis. Oh, Japanese penis is just so small, and we so angry. And then like, but that's literally what China's doing right now. It's like, there's nothing going on. We're just trying to entertain your kids.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. And meanwhile, down with America.
It's such a complicated relationship that we have with each other and other countries. Mary's a bad influence to little kids. Well, she is a sex offender.
We've known that. She gives her nieces and nephews Dr. Pepper when they, like, straight out of the womb.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Straight out of the womb. Yeah, you don't want that. If you listen to the iHeartRadio app, do it from out of state. Tell me where. I like to know where people are listening all throughout North America. Zach is a new listener in Troutman, North Carolina. Melissa listens in Ladson, South Carolina. Paul is in Ogden, Utah. Josh is in Tulsa. Bushman is one of our bureau chiefs in Denver. And you can always leave us messages there, too.
Don from Canton. This message is for Poundcake. I've had psoriasis for a long time, and I never had any issues getting a tattoo. I hope this helps. Hate the show, and go Spag for president.
There you go. Go Spag for president. What do you think about that, Cody? He goes, see, because Cody's excuse for everything is psoriasis.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy's going, oop, never stopped me from getting tattoos.
What was the tattoo we wanted him to get if he lost?
Ghost bag.
Well, Ghost bag tattoo. Yeah. The ghost bag tattoo. That's why he was saying
do that
ghost
no matter
bag
what.
for.
Ghost bag's making your career.
Oh God, I'm so done. If ghost bag is the reason why I survive in a radio.
What's your problem, baby?
Oh my gosh, we almost made it one whole show without hearing ghost bag.
One hoe show?
You say one whole show?
One whole show.
Well, that guy wants me to be the president.
Please.
I'm gonna give it some serious thought.
You're great at spying, great at espionage, so you'd be excellent.
That's what I'm saying. President Ghost Bag. I like the sound of that.
Who's gonna be your vice bag?
I don't need no... Would you like to be my vice bag, Poundcake?
So
You don't have to be dead. You don't have to be a ghost just because Ghost Bag's a ghost.
I mean, I would actually, well, if that's how our relationship goes, I would actually consider that. I get a free place to stay, free food, and pretty much nothing to do. So I could jive with that, being vice president, sure.
I still don't know why your favorite things to do are nothing.
Because I don't know.
I don't get it.
You know what my favorite thing to do is. That's why you're always there.
That is your favorite thing to do. I'll tell you what, if you were actually motivated to do anything else, I wouldn't have anything to look at. You're right.
You're reading me.
You do you, boo.
You showed him just to read me, and now he's gonna leave. He came up with sass and like, you're not motivated. I'm done with this.
That's right.
I don't watch losers.
No, I want you to do whatever you want to do, and I'll watch it.
Okay.
But that guy had a good point. You should get a ghost bag tattoo. You saw that picture?
It's a dope picture.
I got some sweet cakes on me.
It's purple too.
Yeah, and I'm not even purple.
Well, I would consider it, but it came from my doctor saying that, you know, the ink, my psoriasis has gotten bad now that I'm older, so.
You're just making up, but your doctor never said one thing about ghost bags.
She did.
She doesn't even know about me.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell her.
How about I get a ghost tattoo of Ghost Bag? How about that?
I'm gonna float into one of her rooms and I'm whispering to her ear. Hey, stop telling him about it. He can't get no tattoos. He wants to get ghost bag on his inner thigh.
I didn't say inner thigh. Hell no.
I said it.
No.
So you need to get it.
If I were to get it, it would have to be somewhere where.
You need to get a ghost bag tattoo on each of your inner thighs. So when you're doing what you do, it's like I'm looking at myself.
I get it on the outer thigh.
All right, fine, whatever. I gotta go.
Bye.
I gotta go interview vice bags.
Bye.
What an exciting time. Bill, do you want to start the weekend?
I do.
Officially? All right, the Bill Squire Friday Get Down is how we kick off the weekend in honor of the late, great Murray Saul here at WMMS. It's brought to you by Cleveland Whiskey. Take it away, William.
It's Friday! You got to get down on Friday. Get yourself some Cleveland Whiskey. Summon spirits from beyond like Ghost Bag. Have them show up at your house unannounced. Get Ghost Bag swatted. Go swatter, go swatter, go swatter. It's Friday.
Holy moly. It's a Bill Squire Friday Get Down. Brought to you by Cleveland Whiskey Christmas Bourbon. It's not just for Christmas. It's out now. It's great for Halloween and Thanksgiving. Think of it as holiday bourbon. It's on store shelves now. You got to get it early because when it's gone, it's gone. The bottles this year designed by GV Art and Design. Christmas-themed guitars. It looks very sweet. Different colors, different guitar styles. So get your Christmas bourbon. Don't sleep on it. All the details on that and everything else they got going on right now, you go to clevelandwhiskey.com.
This is the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you have.